Hello, everyone. I thank you for viewing this live today. I'm here again. This is Keela McCaskill with National You Day, the author over at the Expressions of You greeting cards. And as you know, I've launched this campaign for National You Day, and I'll be spending the next few weeks interviewing various individuals and various professions, and we're talking about self-care. We're talking about self-appreciation and taking the time to be selfish about selling the most important person in your life, and that person is you. And I just want to start by introducing my guest today. It's one of my favorite people. Her name is Debbie Dubickas. She's the owner of Soho Wellness over in South Tampa. I've watched Debbie since the beginning of her days of being concerned with the holistic approach and wellness. And for years, she's been amazing. Like, she's one of the women that I highly admire. I call her a mentor, even though she doesn't know it. But today, I'm sure she's going to get on me because of everything. She sees me, and I don't know how. Like, she sees the parts that I don't disclose often, but she sees it all. So, Debbie, you amaze me every time we're together. And National You Day is so near and dear to me. So I'm glad that I'm really excited that you took the time to be a part and so supportive of the greeting cards, real estate, and now this. So thank you for being on the show. And so, as you know, I recently gave birth to the Expressions of You greeting cards. And for years, I've written encouraging words and expressions to people in the life moments that matters the most. And so in life, I feel like people are caregivers, their husbands, their wives, their employees, their business owners. There are a lot of things to a lot of different people or to a lot of different places, but nothing for themselves. I just don't want to see people live a whole life, 70, 80, 90, 100 years, 111 years for my great-grandma. And you've taken care of people your whole life and never really did anything to self-appreciate or something that was self-care, or you have regrets that you did not. So National You Day is all about sparking a conversation. It's about getting to the place that we become, deliberate in celebrating self all the time. Like, it's a National You Day, but I want you to have me days throughout the year. Me days all the time. And be selfish about it. There's nothing wrong with National You Day. So thank you for being on the show.
You're welcome.
And and today, I think in this week, we've seen 2 suicides, right?
Yeah.
And in that, everybody's facing battles we know nothing about. People are not going to verbalize the hurt, the pain, where it's coming from. And I think that having people around you, like coming to estheticians and coming to a Soho Wellness, you guys are on the front line. Like, you are in these people's ear all the time. Like, they're coming in for the spa treatment. They're coming in for nails. They're coming in for hair. They're coming in for services, period. And you have the opportunity to share different things. You may observe different things. So in knowing that celebrating self or self-care and things like that is so important, I think you all putting the word out there, telling people how important it is to self-care is huge. And that's why I really wanted to have you to be a part.
I think, to be honest, the way that I see it, Kayla, is we all have hats. We all wear hats.
Right.
And how many hats do we have? Multiple.
Right.
Like you say, you can be the realtor, you can be the expression cards, we can be the wife, the mother. But we've all got a hat that is our hat, who we truly are. But unfortunately, that kind of gets lost along the way. Because we're too busy wearing these hats, multiple colours, multiple hats. And I always say to people, when you're on that aeroplane, you get that oxygen mask, what do? Put it on yourself first.
Right.
And then you can give the best of you to you, then you can give the best of you to others. So the Soho Wellness, when people come through the door, I like to think that everyone that's coming in is wearing their own hat for them.
Right.
Even if it's for 10 minutes in the sauna.
Mm-hmm.
If it's for 90 minutes with me working on really getting to know who they really are. Then when you can believe and really feel that you are okay to be you,
right,
then that allows you to just shine out and be the best of you to other people. But by you accepting that you are the best of you, then it might be that you want to walk. It might be that you want to go to the movies. It might be that you want to make bread. It might be that you want to get your hair done.
Right.
It doesn't matter, because we all deserve to take care of ourselves.
And we really should.
I mean, yeah.
But you just don't pause. I mean,
No.
there's so much more that you probably would want to do for self, but society has created this. You have a role, and in that role, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. I think creating your own role, creating your own path, and you being included at the forefront of the decision is huge, and I don't think we hear enough of that.
No, but you mentioned selfish, and people come to me. I see it with clients that are coming. Oh, but it's selfish to do this. And I'm, excuse me. There's a healthy selfishness.
Yes.
And that healthy selfishness is okay. It's healthy.
Right.
So if it's a healthy selfishness to say, I'm going to go and have a Starbucks, or I'm going to go and say, you know what, I'm going to ride a bike.
Right.
Or I'm going to sit in the sauna, or I'm going to go and get my nails done, or I'm going to go to the library, or it doesn't matter. That healthy selfishness, you're worth it.
You're worth it.
And that's the biggest thing, self-worth. Huge self-worth. We may think, oh yes, I'm going to, make sure the kids are fine with whoever, and I'm going to have 2 hours with the girls, or 2 hours with the gals, or it doesn't matter. Then the guilt comes in. Oh dear Lord. How many people feel guilt? Guilt is a part of us that all feel guilty at times. And I'm saying, no, put yourself first. You're worth it. Healthy selfishness.
Healthy selfishness. And so when you say that, right, I'm thinking about me. So,
yeah.
So in that, like, I guess I compartmentalize a lot of different things. And you laughing because you know that. So Facebook, she's getting ready to tear me up. I can feel that laugh is she's getting ready to rip me apart. But so selfish and in your head you have these, okay, this is a safe place. I'm comfortable over here. And I think it's the best thing for me because I'm trying to like keep it all in the mentally compartmentalize where it needs to be. And I'm thinking that's like the best way to deal with it. So I've come up in my warped compartmentalized brain. This is the way you deal with different aspects of life.
In my way of thinking, that's why I'm laughing, is you describing to me a behaviour, Keila. You're behaving a certain way, you have certain things in boxes, you compartmentalise things. So, and that's okay, and you may think that's a safe way, and it is. I'm doing this for my real estate, I'm doing this for my friends, I'm doing this for my expression of cards, I'm doing this for that. You've got multiple boxes, multiple compartments for things. And it's keeping you safe, correct?
Correct.
But what are you denying yourself by continually having this here, that here, that here? Think about it. It's safe for you, but is it really?
I don't think so.
No. That's the illusion of it all. Because in my experience of working with the psyche, the subconscious and the conscious and the well-being of us all, when you allow yourself to be totally open, totally passion and love and happiness and angry and sad and just living your life to the fullest, it's a whole. You can have it all. When you allow yourself to be confident in you and feel safe amongst yourself, you can reach any dream. But you have adapted a behaviour. Everything's in boxes. I don't mix. Because the thought of mixing makes you feel... How do you feel, Keila? If you mix those boxes, how do you make you feel?
I don't know. But I won't have control.
No, that's what it comes down to. Control, girl. There's a part of you, there's a hat you wear that feels out of control.
Yeah, I won't have...
And that little hat, that little part of you that feels out of control, it's so scary. I don't want to feel that, I don't want to feel that. I'm going to be safe again, so what do? Have your boxes.
Yeah, I don't want to like not have... I don't like the unknown somewhat. I like to try to...
You're describing fear. Fear of the unknown. I don't like the unknown. Come on, Keila, do you know what's going to happen tomorrow?
No.
Do you know what's going to happen tonight?
No.
Know what's going to happen next week?
No.
So are we ever fully in control?
No.
No.
So it's an illusion.
So it's an illusion. You're scared of something that doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh.
You're scared
but
of
it's
something
true.
that doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
So you know what's fear? Tell me what fear is.
Well, I believe it's false evidence appearing real.
Okay. That's correct. So when the illusion of think of that's fear, I look on it as opportunity. Have you ever heard the saying, I'm so scared of making mistakes. Oh my goodness, I'm going to make a mistake, I'm scared. Ever heard that? You ever heard someone think that? Oh my goodness, I'm so scared of doing it wrong.
I've heard it, but
I'm so scared of it.
I really don't care about mistakes.
Okay. Because do we make mistakes? Or do mistakes make us? Think about it. We do things and we're so scared of success or fear of failing or fear of the unknown. Oh my goodness, that part. So when we are holding on to that, what happens? We may hold ourselves back.
Right.
You got it? So when things happen in life, I look on them as opportunities. What lessons were to be learned from that happening? So when you think of, oh my goodness, that relationship didn't work out. That business venture didn't work out. That house that I thought I'd make 20,000 on didn't work out.
Right.
Everything that's happened, what lesson have you learned from it? There's always a lesson.
Always a lesson. No, that's true.
When there's always a lesson, that's opportunity.
And so the one lesson I guess I hadn't been able to learn that we talked about before was relationships. Yeah. So I bounced from, I like this one for this. I like that one for that. I like this one for this. But I don't like this one. You know what I mean? So
what you're doing is you're finding something to prevent you from building that relationship or going into that relationship or enjoying it or finding out. And I hear this time and time again. I like people say to me, oh, I went out for dinner with a girl. Oh, I didn't like what she was wearing, or she liked chicken and I liked fish. You're going to find something wrong no matter which way you look. It's the way you perceive things.
Right.
But what you're doing is, what you're denying yourself, what you're preventing yourself from when you're finding some kind of excuse or fault in someone's behaviour. What are you denying yourself, Kayla?
You know, it's the actual, I guess the ultimate experience that most people have is they find one person, they marry, I guess happily ever after. But it's this guy is security. This one makes me laugh. This one, it's an attraction. This one, he's fun. So then you put them all together, you have that, but I've created the fun as opposed to, so again, it goes back to me trying to control.
No, you're controlling because you're trying to create the perfect men out of 5 men. So let's put these 5 men together and I've got my perfect man.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Is such a thing?
As crazy as
it's
it
crazy.
Seems. Yeah.
So are you in control of that? Out of control of it? In control of it? Drop the control and say, you know what? I'm Kayla. I'm confident in myself. I'm safe and comfortable and secure within myself. What vibration are you putting out there? What's going to come to you then?
It's chaos because, it's like Monday is, this one.
That's right.
Wednesday is, but I'm in control of it. So it seems like it's...
You're describing your emotional home. Your emotional home is chaos.
Wow.
Your emotional home is drama. And as long as you're holding on to your emotional home being chaos and drama, I'm very much a Tony Robbins fan. I've been to see him last November. So your emotional home of chaos and drama, what you're attracting is your comfort. It's the only way that you believe is comfortable, to be surrounded by it. Change your emotional home. Change your thoughts. Change your life.
Good. I guess that is because I absolutely correct. The whole get married, that's yeah.
Oh, to you, yes.
Right.
But if you're coming from a place of, you know what, I'm at peace with who I am. I'm at peace with Kayla. I am grateful every morning I wake up for just being here. I'm so grateful and appreciative of so many things in my life, and I'm so at peace with who I am. And it's okay to have that peace and relaxed and happy moment, because that's my emotional home. When you're in that emotional home and drama comes your way, what happens?
Well, I don't do a whole lot of drama.
But you'll deal with it.
In that box of
anything.
Exactly.
But knowing you, Keela,
oh gosh,
you have your drama and chaos in one box.
In one box, right? In one box. This is where I deal with drama and chaos.
Your box. Get in that box.
Get in that box. Go get over it. Control. Crazy. Who raised me? Like, who does that?
What? Your caregivers love you unconditionally and the best they could. It's how you perceived it, girl.
Yeah.
It's how you perceived it. You perceived chaos and drama growing up. You perceived that. That was your comfort.
And stuck it in a box.
And then you stuck in a box.
Wow.
You're trying to get out of it.
Right.
But you'll come back. And if there's no chaos or drama, you'll invent it. You'll create it.
Right. I don't like him because...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Or if things are chaotic in one box, you might go out with this guy for more than one date. Because you've got a lot of chaos going on in that box.
Right.
Chaos and drama. I hear it very regularly when people come and see me. It becomes your home emotionally. Change it to peace, love and happiness. When you have that inside and you feel it, whew, look what's going to come your way, girl. Who needs the boxes?
Well, if you want to control them, I guess you can play with your boxes all by yourself.
That's right. Play with them all.
Go ahead and play with all your boxes all by yourself. That is, wow. So for me, for National You Day, part of what I plan on doing is kind of figure out why I have those boxes and maybe go from 8 boxes to 2. And then from 2 to 1. And then from 1 to...
Yeah. 2 baby steps.
No box.
Or just wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm so confident that I can easily manage any challenge that comes my way. And for that, I'm in peace with who I am. Bring it on. You don't have to be in a box.
Right.
Because I can manage it.
Yeah, but I think subconsciously, had we not just started talking, I probably wouldn't have even said that. I probably wouldn't even, which is what people do, i.e. the people that commit, think about these recent suicides.
Mm-hmm. Hurt and pain. Yeah.
Hurt and pain.
Pain.
Hurt and pain, whatever that something is, everybody's facing a battle we know nothing about. We know nothing about.
And it's, more often than not, it's the least expected. It's people that you never think of.
Right.
Because the masks on, the walls up, they're functioning, they're living your life, but everyone's got their story.
Mm-hmm.
And we've all got a biography, all got a story, but it doesn't have to define you. That sometimes that suffering is just so unbearable, that the suffering and hurt and pain is just so they want to end the suffering.
To end it.
And it's very, very sad.
And I think it's got a lot to do with not taking enough time. Maybe there's some mental illness in there somewhere, but not taking enough time. There's a larger majority that's not taking enough time to self-care, self-appreciate, do introspection. Yeah. Like I thought I did. I thought, in my meditation with the journal and the Bible and the prayers, mm-hmm. I really thought I did introspection. Like, okay, God, I don't like what I see. The person that I've become. I don't think I like, being this way. I don't think it's normal. Like, is it normal? Like, what is this? Show me, change, the virtues, if you will. And those boxes not going anywhere. I'm going to hold on to those boxes no matter what. But so self-care and self-appreciation, self-love, whatever you want to call it, is so important. Like, to me, it's critical. And I saw it, like, as I was writing cards, I started to see, like, we're a lot of things for a lot of people every day, all the time, all year long. You've probably been 95% someone else and barely 5% self.
95% hats, all different parts for different people. But that little 5%, that 2%, that one hat is the real you. And sometimes it's so scary to come out. It's very scary, Keela, for some people, because people lose their identity. Who are they? You know how this works.
Yeah.
You can have a job for 20 years. Your identity is that job.
Right.
Then the job goes. Or your kids go off to school or university, and you question yourself, what am I? Who am I? What's my purpose?
Right.
And that's where identity comes in here. Because that hat of the real you that you were born is there. It's in all of us. You think about it. You don't have to believe in, spirit, God, universe. I happen to believe in God. I happen to believe in the universe and energy. But when we're all born, do you believe that we're born unhappy?
No.
Do you believe that we're born quiet?
No.
Shy?
At all.
No. I believe, and it doesn't happen to be everyone's belief, but I believe that we're all born happy.
Right.
We're all born with a voice. How many babies come in and don't yell?
Right.
They yell.
They yell.
So we're born to express. We're hungry. Ah! We've got a dirty diaper.
Right.
Ah!
Right.
We want a hug. Ah! So we're learned very quickly that we are free to express. And we're adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
How many toddlers get up and fall down? How many toddlers will run in front of the street? They have no fear.
No fear.
So
None.
we are born adventurous, happy. But things happen to us in society, around us, our caregivers. And we lose that. We lose our identity of what's real.
Right.
And we maybe become reserved and shy and, oh, big boy, don't cry, pull yourself together. Girls have a place.
Right.
No,
right.
No. Come on now, don't do that. We learn very quickly. Stop picking your nose.
Right.
Don't pick your nose in public.
Right.
Mum's giving us those eyes. Oh, that's a no. We learn. So we begin to suppress and withdraw our real feelings. And we start believing things about ourselves. Not good enough, can't do that, and it hurts. We've done something wrong. When we start holding on to that then creates our life as young adults, as human beings, are living this experience. But sometimes we've got to say, who are we? We deserve to be that joyful. Come on, there's a joyfulness in us.
Right.
There's a sassiness in us.
Right.
My kids call me a bit crazy. And I am.
Well, Debbie, now you are not the norm.
Some people say, she's a bit nuts. We've all got a sassiness. We've all got a sexiness.
Right.
We've all got a laughter. We've all got a joy. We've all got a kid in us. Come on, that kid, the one that laughs and coys and is a bit shy.
Right.
That's a person that's trying to get out. Embrace it. Have your day.
Right.
Have your day of just loving you.
Of just loving you. I mean, I think I probably said it earlier. You're a businesswoman. You're a mother. Raising little baby entrepreneurs. So baby Debbies. You're raising those.
Mini me's.
Yeah, babies already like 11 and what, 14?
11. Yeah, there's 6 of them in total. 11-year-old's the youngest one.
11-year-old's the youngest one. They already little entrepreneurs. They've already figured it out. I mean, but you're busy. You're here in Tampa. You're in Scotland, back home.
Spain.
You're in Spain. You're running businesses in both internationally.
Yes.
I mean, you're doing a lot. What are you doing for you, Day? You seem to keep it together. Every time I see you, you're this amazing woman. So what are you doing to keep self-care?
I went through a crisis a couple of years ago. I would call it a transition in my life. And since then, especially the last 6 months, I decided that it was so important to remain grounded. Mm-hmm. So what I do is I put myself first. I take that healthy selfishness approach and I don't expect. So what I do is I, every day, take 3-5 minutes, sometimes in the shower, sometimes in the office before I start my day, and just get grounded. With gratitude and appreciation, anything. From the air you're breathing, So I start off the day by giving myself a little self-talk. A healthy self-talk. But also give myself treats. And those treats can be anything. It can be, I now get my hair done every 6 weeks. That was not the case. Every 6 weeks I'm going to get my hair done. I make a point of saying to my kids, let's have time together. No, Mum. Don't want that, Mum. Come on, guys. I want to have a family day that I cook for everyone. Do I have to? Yes, you do. So I actually say what I really want. And it's not demands. It's like, kids, I love you. This is what I want today. Like Mother's Day was a great example. They're like, what do you want? I says, no, what I want for Mother's Day is for my kids to do whatever you want to do. Because it was so good for me just being grateful that I had given birth to these kids.
Right.
That they're my children. I don't want to make demands, you must come round and give me a gift. You must come round and take me to dinner. Guys, I just want to be me and celebrate me being the mum. And be pleased that I had 6, full term, natural birth,
Oh, wow.
children, that every one of them's different, flaws and all, because they've all got them.
Right.
And just love them. And just appreciate that I actually did that. So that biggest celebration was a healthy day for me, celebrating that I had done this. Does that make sense?
Right.
As it happened, the kids all came round, which was fine. But I looked on it in a totally different way.
So that's how you self-care. You started putting yourself first, which, as you know, people will feel guilty about making self be the priority. Especially when you have husbands, you have families, maybe you're a caregiver, maybe you're a mom, you're a business owner, you've been working for the company for 20 years.
It's okay to say no.
Right.
It's okay to say no. So many people will avoid say no, and they'll say yeah and don't follow through.
Right.
Think about it. Do you know somebody that will say yes, I'll come round, or yes, I'll call you, but they don't? They have no intention of doing that. Why? Because they're scared of hurting someone or upsetting someone.
Right.
I've learned the healthy selfishness away in saying, no, I will not look after my grandchild tomorrow. I love her dearly, but I'm saying no. I'm going to lie by the pool.
Right.
And I say it. And I feel okay about it. There's no guilt. Or I'll say, no, I'm not going to make a pot of dinner tonight, soup, whatever. I want to go out. And that's okay. And tell people. So what you're doing is you're expressing yourself, not from anger or from guilt, but from your worth. You're saying, you know what? This is about me now. And when I do this, and I do it a lot, I actually have got more energy. I see things, my senses are so much lightened up because you're actually accepting your worth. And now when you self-accept yourself, you can accept others.
Right.
So getting back to that is look after yourself. Even if it's going for a massage or going for a walk or going for a cycle or having a date night, once a month, or having that 10 minutes extra in the tub.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Or meditating. Go and meditate and say, this is my 20 minutes for me. I'm going to my yoga once a week and it's my time. Love everybody. All my hats are all in a row. But this is for me. My time.
Yeah, I think it's critical. Because we have stress-related heart attacks, stress-related strokes, stress-related ailments, blood pressure. And the whole purpose of the National Youth Day is to spark that conversation, spark the desire to be selfish about self-care, taking care of you first. And that looks like something different for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think that does help. I'm launching that day, like I said, to spark that interest. What would you, what services? Now, for National Youth Day, you have amazing packages here at Soho Wellness. I need to become a member because I saw the membership, like the sauna, they come in for the facial, they come in for the body wrap, they come in for the, you can get your nails done, you can do all kinds of services. And so it's a pick and mix.
Yes.
Tell us about the pick and mix. And then I'm not sure what you'll do on National Youth Day, or if somebody comes in and says, hey, I want to have a me day. What kind of service you would recommend for a me day? But if you will, have a National Youth Day service.
Yeah.
Or a me day service.
Yeah, me day. And we tailor it. If somebody comes in and says, or even somebody can gift it, they'll come in and say, I want to do this for my wife. I want her to have the day for her day. They may be doing golfing or doing something for them, but they want to gift this. You have your day for you. We can tailor it. Okay. So they can still choose for their day. Or if you want to just walk in yourself and say, I'm having a day for me, it can start off in the sauna. And then it can move to having a massage or having a facial treatment or coming and having some hypnosis, mental relaxation into a happy place at your beach. And then it can go further. If you really think, you know what, I perhaps want to go on the medic side, which some people do.
Mm-hmm.
They might want to go and say, oh, I want to lift here or have some Botox or fillers, or I want to just really enhance myself because I feel so good on the inside that I'm worth it to spend on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So we can tailor it, anything they want. But what we do is on that day, which you mentioned, anybody that actually comes into our place, we would like to give them complimentary 10-minute sauna.
Aww.
So anyone that comes in and that says, you know what, we'd like to take you up on that offer,
Mm-hmm.
and we'd like the 15 minutes in complimentary in the sauna, they can come in, relax in our place, have a glass of wine, a glass of water, some fruit, 15 minutes in the sauna, complimentary, because everyone deserves time for themselves.
They do. It's so. Thank you so much, Debbie. I appreciate that, because I think people feel I think they feel guilty about taking time to, because it sounds selfish. Whoever taught us that was selfish, I'm not sure, but it sounds selfish to the person that's going by what society has framed as what you should and shouldn't do in your various roles that they've created. How dare they? How rude is that? That's disrespectful. To tell you how to live your life.
Exactly.
In terms of what's acceptable and what's not.
You make the choice, but it's going to come from accepting yourself first.
Exactly.
Kayla. You accept yourself and then make a commitment to yourself.
Right.
And that's where the memberships came. Memberships came and said, you know what, you're worth it. Debbie Dubickas, you are worth to fly to Madrid to see your daughter. You are worth to spend a Saturday with your grandchild and not see clients.
Right.
You are worth to go to Eddie V's and just sit by the bar and sing when they're playing by the piano.
Music. Yes.
You can just sing, girl.
Yes. Yes.
So when you accept that worth, make it a commitment to yourself. And that's when my daughter and I, Becky, came up with the memberships. And the pick and mix was very British. So the pick and mix was we can have 3 memberships. The first membership is pick and mix. You can choose one of them a month. The second one, pick and mix 2. The third one, pick and mix 3. And then my wonderful daughter, who is a genius with creativity, said, Mum, let's make it a bit more special. Any services which people can't commit to because they've got obligations with family or something, they can gift it to somebody.
Wow.
Or they can carry it on
and bank
the next month and bank it. And we made it very affordable.
Wow.
And we did give a complimentary, the sauna again. So you may, in one membership, it might be 1 hour complimentary use in the month in the sauna. So you can break it down to 4 15-minute visits. So we like to give back too.
Yeah, you do. And that I appreciate that. Because again, you're saying, come on in, complimentary, we'll give you 10 minutes. I think that 10 minutes will do great.
Yeah.
For someone that's not necessarily into self-care or not necessarily into like coming to get spa treatments. I think it's huge. Yeah. Psychologically, I think it does something.
It's giving you space. You think about how often is your head clouded? Come on, Kayla. All the time, girl.
Me.
I'm talking to you. Okay? So are you ever really in that moment? Say we're in that sauna and you've got your gown on or your gym suit or whatever on, or your shorts, and you're there. You can actually do yoga in it, in your yoga pose or whatever. Just be in that space. It's just you. No one needs anything from you for now.
Right.
No one wants anything from you for now. Just you.
Just you.
Then you can come out. You might have a shower. We've got a shower. Then you might just sit in our lounge, listen to some music, read a magazine, have a glass of water, whatever. Just that 15 to 30 minutes of saying, wow, I did it. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Right.
And you go home. Your mind is in a more calm and clearer place.
And you've relaxed, and whatever stress levels you had, they've been reduced.
100%. And it's not to say that you're not going to get stressed again. Of course you are. But that magnet isn't coming on to existing stress.
No, right. It's not going to add to.
No.
Yeah.
It's coming going, okay, Kez, it's fine, Where's the dog?
Right.
Where's the cat?
Right.
Who's the burnt the toast? Whatever. Right. No, you haven't made your bed today.
Right.
That's okay. You can manage things.
Better. Much better. When you come in from a clear space.
So we're make that commitment to you. Because we're the first to give. Oh my goodness, I remember my daughter was laughing at me. She was like, Mum, I remember when you bought your first Gucci handbag. And it was like 15 years ago. I was so proud I bought this Gucci handbag. I was so pleased. You know, Kayla, I kept it for a week and gave it to my daughter. And she said, Mum, you gave everything away. And I was like, yeah. Once I got it, it didn't mean anything to me.
Right.
You know, It was like, I got that feeling of, wow, I really reached that and I've treated myself. It was the feeling you want. It wasn't the bag.
Right.
I gave it away.
You gave it away.
That feeling of appreciation you can have with 15 minutes giving it to yourself. You don't need the material things in life. You really don't. It's the feeling.
It's the feeling.
And own it.
Yeah.
Own that feeling because it's your feeling. But sometimes it's all over the place because you've got so much demands put on you that you sort of lose that. And you're like, like, no.
And watch the demands.
The demands.
Because who's giving them to? It's your life.
Okay. You're taking the demands on.
Yeah.
You're viewing them as, but remember you can always say no.
Right.
So who has the power, Kayla?
You do. Self. Again.
Self has the power. It's self-acceptance, but it starts with loving yourself.
Right.
Loving yourself, forgiving, acceptance, letting go equals freedom.
And those are all powerful.
Yes.
You said loving yourself,
Forgiving.
forgiving. That right there.
Guilt took me to the age of 48, and then I let the guilt go. I was 48-year-old when I let the guilt go.
Wow.
That was 6 years ago. I've been carrying that guilt for a long time.
Wow.
But
And then when you let it go, you let in new experiences, new things,
under
new
the
feelings.
guilt, the guilt was the anger with me. I was angry with myself. So that anger with myself, it was my anger. So when I let the guilt go, people around me sort of was like, what's wrong with Mum? She's not reacting how she normally reacts.
Right.
So I let the guilt go and I put myself first. They're like, not happy about this. So it did ruffle a few feathers. But now, when you're more content with who you are, and have let that guilt go, and is more at peace with you, and are more worthy of nice things, look at the energy.
Changed your life.
Changed my life.
Because now you prioritize you.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do with National Youth Day.
Yeah.
All around the world, everywhere, even in Scotland. So send
Yes.
it back to your people. I want everybody
Proud of
to
yourself.
actually pause August 4th
Mhm.
and like just for themselves, this is my National Youth Day. Or they can even say me day. This is my day. This is my
like
me day.
Yeah.
Because
me
all
day.
I want you to do is like take whatever. It may be 15 minutes. It may be 30.
Yeah.
You may just write in a journal that day. By the way, we have journals. It may be just a journal. You may just, whatever it is, you can sit home and watch movies all day. I don't care. Whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself.
Yes.
And then do it the following month. Do it September. Do it October. Do it all year long. That's what National Youth Day is
Make
about.
the commitment. Yeah.
Make that
Yeah, I
commitment.
remember years ago, my business in Edinburgh, Scotland, I wanted to give back to the staff. It was like 200 employees. And I remember thinking, on their birthday, they can have a day off. Every one of the 200 staff that I employed, on their birthday, we knew by their employment records, let them have it off. That is our gift to you. Have your day
Wow.
off. I remember the manager said, you can't do that. We've got business to run. What happens if 10 people have a birthday on that? It doesn't matter. How good would it be to give back and say, on your birthday, leave early.
Leave early.
On your birthday, have an extra lunch hour.
Right.
On your birthday, there's a gift voucher for you.
Right.
Wouldn't it be so good to just recognise that too? There's nothing wrong with looking and having a day for you.
I don't think there's anything like it. When I remember managing at the the bank, I was the manager, and I believe people is the biggest commodity.
Yeah.
That you need people.
Oh, people's your business.
Yeah, that's your business. So to maintain the relationship as a manager, I was not one of those people that would come with disciplinary actions or I'm not going to write you up. We're all adults. Mm-hmm. We're all here for a certain reason. But I would always celebrate the people that work for me.
Beautiful.
I may not be there when you need me to be there because I'm not very hands-on. I don't have time to babysit. I know you're here. I chose the best people to be on my team. So I know you can do the work. I'm not going to babysit you, but I will celebrate you. And it was often that I celebrated them because every single month they made me look great. So I wanted to make them feel great.
Beautiful.
And then I made them write what they felt they accomplished. Everything we did, write it down because it makes you look better. So it was always the goal of making them feel better about their role, always making them feel good about themselves, and celebrating them in the process. Because I knew back then, people don't do that very often at all. And so National You Day, you know, in writing some of these greeting cards, I sat down and reflected for how for years I've written words and encouragement and things like that. And then the greeting cards was my way of expressing that, which is why it's called Expressions of You.
It's beautiful.
But then I remembered how people rarely take the time to self-appreciate, self-care. Very rare do they do that. And nobody's going to do it for you. No. Maybe you have a great husband, wife, family, employer that'll do it for you. But you should take control and do it for yourself. Yeah. And that's why I launched National You Day. I'm looking for it to be a great day. And people like yourself that have these people coming in, and you may see the heaviness. You can kind of see when people have a heaviness over them, that they remember the importance of self-care. So as you meet various people, I'm sure you will, because if they're coming in here, it's hard to come in Soho Wellness and feel down or have a great dark space.
It's a community home.
It is a community home. And any time, whether you, even in the old space, before it was Soho Wellness, it was always a community home to come sit in your chair. Like I'm sitting in her chair right now. I'm interviewing her, but I'm relaxed in her office right now because it's just that kind of place. So on National You Day, make sure you come by Soho Wellness and experience some kind of service, because I'm like relaxed at home. But it's probably because it's Debbie, and I absolutely love her to pieces. But yeah, so that's what I want people to do on National You Day. So I can't think of anything else I would want to ask or say other than what is this something you're going to do special outside of your services you're going to offer? What is Debbie going to do on National You Day extra that she doesn't do already for your self-care that day?
I think what I would like to do is open an envelope and put a few dollars in it and say, girl, you're going to the mall and you can go and have 2 hours of you. Go and have a coffee, go and buy a pair of earrings or a lipstick or nothing. But just take 2 hours with no phone, no cell phone.
No phone.
Okay? No phone, no cell phone, and just be that kid in a candy store with a few dollars. Go out and pick and mix. A few wee things like that kid. Just let that kid inside me have fun.
I love it. That's what I plan on doing as I travel.
Yeah.
That day. That's what I plan on doing. Well, Debbie, I don't even know how long I've been on. I don't even know if this live is still recording. I think it is, but it has truly been, as always. I never want to leave.
What you like.
Once I'm here.
You're an inspiration, girl.
Well, you definitely, like I said, you my mentor and didn't even know it. I mean, remember how many hours we worked from 6 a.m. to 9-10 p.m. Just two of us.
And it would be every night.
I
remember I'd be in my little wee square office, 400 square feet or something. And I'd go, have I eaten today? I don't think I've eaten today. And I'm like, I wonder if anyone's here. And you would be there in that room. 10 o'clock away. 10 o'clock at night and go, oh. Or I'd come in at 7 in the morning and go, I'm first in. I've beaten Keela. You and I were the work Trojans, honestly.
Yeah. And I still think it was a God connection, because I watched you start.
Oh.
And then it evolved into this.
Yeah.
To now you outgrown even your second space.
Yeah. Now it's someone everywhere now.
Yeah. Now it's it's international.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So this is the end of my interview, guys. Thank you for tuning in on the National You Day campaign kickoff and my interview with Debbie Dubickas, the owner of Soho Wellness. Make sure you come by here anytime you want to have a me day. You don't have to wait to August 4th.
No.
You can come by anytime. She has these amazing packages. Try it out. Her daughter, Becky, does an amazing job. She's an esthetician. Can give you great services. Nails. She does nails. She does it all.
Massage, facials, your aesthetics, wanting things done. Laser hair removal. You name it, we do it.
You name it, they do it. Thanks again, guys. This is Keela McCaskill with National You Day and the Expressions of You greeting cards. And we're signing off. It has been a blast. I've enjoyed myself, Debbie.
Me too, darling.
Thank you.